You're allowed to change your mind about the relationship, the job, the friendship, even about the plan that you made 6 months ago. And no, that doesn't make you flaky. I think a lot of people get stuck because once we've said something out loud, once we've committed to it, we feel like we have to follow through. It's like this commitment, it's this loyalty, it's this guilt that we feel in that space. And even if something shifts, even if new information shows up, even if our body goes, ugh, I don't feel right in that space anymore, it doesn't resonate for me. We treat our decisions like contracts, like we're locking them in instead of data as information. But here's the thing, you're not the same person that you were last year. I bet you're probably not even the same person that you were 3 months ago, because growth means that we need to recalibrate. And when we recalibrate, it can sometimes mean that we change our mind, we change our perspective, we change what we think about things, how we think about things. And that isn't being impulsive, it's about being responsive. And there's a difference. When you're connected to yourself, you start to notice these shifts earlier. You notice that, some things that used to fit, they don't anymore. They don't just resonate anymore. And, instead of waiting until you explode or you collapse, you can simply just say, I've rethought this and it's not something that I want to do anymore. I can't commit to this. And that in itself is self authority. And it's a form of maturity because we're not stubbornly sticking to something that no longer aligns. So, if you've been in a situation where you're quietly feeling that something has shifted, just know that you're allowed to update your decision. You're allowed to pivot, you're allowed to grow, you're allowed to trust that shift, that change. So that's it for today, guys. I'm keeping it simple, sending you lots of love. Bye.